Hello everybody. Sorry about the shaking going on, but I have ran out of salt. Now what's so important about this? Oh, you can see my reflection there. That's fun. I grew up with a specific spice palette that my mother did that was Lowry's seasoned salt, Lowry's garlic salt, and either plain black pepper or Lowry's lemon pepper. Until I became bored. So I created my own spice mix that has absolutely no sugar in it, no high fructose corn syrup, no weird stuff like that. I'm going to go through it. It takes almost all of these except for the cayenne pepper here, which actually goes in my pepper mix, which I'll also make. Because the pepper mix goes into the salt mix and the salt mix goes into the pepper mix. And, I mean, it looks complicated with all of this stuff, but it's actually super easy. So let's change the perspective here and we'll get going. So I'm going to start with a whole cup of kosher salt. I know this sounds like a lot, but you see everything else that I'm going to put in it, it's not really a lot. Next is going to be a tablespoon of onion powder. And a tablespoon of garlic powder. Now, no, this is not sponsored by Spice Islands. They're just good spice company. You can use granulated garlic instead of garlic powder. But garlic powder is what I ended up getting. And again, sorry about the shaking. So next we're going to go into, actually we're going to stay with tablespoons because you want to use tablespoons of the whole spices. I'm going to do a tablespoon of rosemary. And you're basically just doing a tablespoon because it takes up more room. Do a tablespoon of tarragon. And my hand is in the way. I need to switch perspective again. Tablespoon of whole thyme. Tablespoon of whole marjoram. Now, if you don't know what any of these smell or taste like, I highly recommend that you go to a spice shop and just inhale. I mean, I can give you what I think they smell and taste like. Rosemary is an evergreen, so it has kind of a piney smell to it, kind of piney taste to it. Tarragon is slightly licoricey. Thyme is hard to describe. Marjoram has a lemony flavor. Now, okay. Parsley, whole parsley. And hopefully this one is open. No, it's not open. Okay. Anyway. So that's all the whole stuff. Now we're going to go to a teaspoon of the powder stuff. which includes powdered sage, powdered savory. This is actually where we get the word savory from, meaning not sweet. And a teaspoon of powdered mustard seed, also known as mustard flour. There we go. And then for the last ground stuff, we're going to have paprika. And I'm going to go back to a tablespoon of that. Now with clean hands or a fork, just kind of mix that up together. Until it's well blended. And I've basically ended up with 2 cups of product here. So the salt is only half of the flavoring. Now, I haven't completely run out of pepper, but I am going to do my pepper recipe. So, again, I'm going to take a tablespoon of the salt mix and put it in my pepper. Then I am going to take 1 tablespoon, trying to remember my measurements for my pepper, of white pepper. Half a tablespoon, that's upside down, of, actually no, I'm going to take a 1/4 tablespoon, because I got it too spicy last time, cayenne pepper, now I know that there's onion and garlic in the salt, but I'm going to add a teaspoon of onion powder, and a teaspoon of garlic powder, it don't work. Then I'm going to put half a cup of black pepper, wrong side. There we go. Oof, right to the nose. Now, instead of mixing this up by hand, excuse me, I'm going to give it a shake in the container. There we go. Oh, that looks good. And add 1 tablespoon of this mix to my salt. Excuse me. Mix that up and store it in an airtight container, basically the same one that I put the pepper in. And this is going to last a good long time. And I do put this on everything. And the mixture only enhances the flavor. It doesn't cover it up or, you know, make it taste funny or make everything taste the same. So that is my salt and pepper. And as always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be part of mine.